welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing another video in my moon sign series. This is my dear Sagittarius. A couple things I want to get out of the way before we officially get started is the first thing. Hi, hello, my name's Brandon. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I do primarily astrology videos. I also do motivational videos, entrepreneurial videos, language videos, all of those things. So if any of that interests you, make sure to subscribe down below. With that being said, I do also have my social media down there. If you do want a reading from me, a personalized reading, I have my social media. You can link down. You can contact me down there, or you can just comment on this video and I'll reach out to you on YouTube. Other than that, I do have a video in the description of all the different types of readings that I do offer. So if you're interested in that and you want to book a reading with me, feel free to look down there in that video. It'll kind of explain everything in detail there. And then the last thing I want to say is that with astrology is, there's so much depth to it, and there's so many different things going on in your chart besides your moon sign. Yes, the moon sign is extremely crucial and extremely personal to you, and is one of the most impactful planets in my opinion. But it is not the only planet and only lunar or only body in your chart. It is, there's so much more going on. There's houses, there's your ascendant, there's your sun, there's all these planetary aspects that are going on, asteroids, all the above, the nodes, anything. So if there's something in this video that doesn't resonate with you, there are other parts of your chart that have been impacting your moon or impacting whatever it is that kind of stifle that Sagittarius moon. What I'm saying is I don't want you to kind of throw out this video because it has no credibility, but because there's so much to be said about Sagittarius moon, and without me being able to look at your specific chart, I wouldn't be able to tell you all of the things that are impacting that. But there's just a lot more to astrology than just your moon sign, is pretty much what I'm getting at. So don't throw this out if it doesn't resonate with you. It might resonate with you, it might not resonate with you, resonate with someone else, different things, but there is a lot to be said about astrology. So with that being said, I'm done blabbering. Let's get started. Dear Sagittarius moon, the first thing I want to say, Sagittarius moon, I literally wish I had your moon sign sometimes. Like, that's one of my biggest wishes. If I could change my chart to any placement, I would want that moon. Just because I fell in love with Sagittarius moon signs. They're so optimistic, they're so positive, they're so fun to be around and enjoyable, because the moon rules your inner world. It rules your emotional reactivity, how you are on a more private level, and what makes you feel safe. And with it being in Sagittarius, you are a very exuberant, very exciting, very animated person when you let people into your inner circle. And I love that. I love that about Sagittarius moons. They're also very comedic, very fun to be around, very positive, very uplifting, all of those things that are associated with Sagittarius. Because Sagittarius is associated with Jupiter and connected with Jupiter. So putting that on the moon, it makes your emotions bigger and able to be seen and able to be felt. And they're beautiful, beautiful, combination with that. Yes, with that being said, it can get a little over the top, and a moon in Sagittarius can kind of overreact or be very extra, if you want to say it that way. And they can but to them, because they're used to feeling things on a big level, they're used to having their emotions be so overwhelming for them sometimes. So to them, it's normal. It's normal to have emotional reactions like that. For other people, like the moon in Taurus people, the moon in Capricorn people especially, it's not going to be the same. But yeah, so moon in Sagittarius, you're extremely positive, you're extremely loving, you're extremely great. There's so much good things to be said, because Jupiter is the largest benefic planet in astrology, so it does influence you in a very positive way. And it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful placement. Whenever I find someone that has a moon in Sagittarius, my heart gets so happy, because I'm like, you are so great and so positive and so fun and so just phenomenal. With that being said as well, there's the moon in Sagittarius, there is a lot of emotional connection to philosophy, higher learning, higher mind. So they could be very, very good public speakers, very good philosophers. They love talking about different things and expansive things, so expanding their mind. So different not really psychology, but psychology does help. Mainly philosophy, higher learning, foreign languages. Moon and Sagittarius could have a connection with foreign lands or foreign languages. They could definitely have the relationship with their mother could be a little bit like a little bit estranged, like more or less, because there is the moon is the mother, represents the mother and that relationship there, and having it in Sagittarius, I mean, the mother might not be around, the mother might be distant, or the mother could be a source of inspiration for the individual. So that makes the moon in Sagittarius a very, very interesting relationship with the mother. The mother could definitely inspire and motivate the individual a lot, and females in general can definitely inspire and motivate them. They definitely have a lot of support from females. So if they're a man, they get a lot of support from females, and females get a lot more support from more females. So there's that. We do have, the moon. The moon being in Sag is a pretty good placement, because it just makes luck kind of follow you, because Sagittarius is a very lucky planet and a lot of lucky signs. So your emotions may not be once you get a control of your emotions, you'll be able to express them in a way that will benefit a lot of people, and be able to speak about it in a way that benefits a lot of people, and be able to really understand where it's coming from, whether you get that from philosophy, you get that from psychology, sociology, different sorts of methodologies. If you get it from those, as long as you find a way to have an outlet for your emotions, because moon in Sagittarius, moon in any fire sign needs a physical outlet for that. Moon in Aries traditionally are the ones that will have physical action, go and work out, go and have sort of like physical activity that they do. Moon in Leo is going to be more creative, going to go and create things, going to go and make music, dance-ish to a lesser extent, because that's also Aries as well. And then the moon in Sagittarius is going to be the one that's going to like read, or going to speak about things, have a vlog, something like that, to kind of get it out. And any of those combinations of activities can come about with a moon in Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be philosophy and reading and vlogging. It can be the creative thing that the Leo does, or it can be the more action-based thing that the Aries moon does. But overall, the moon needs a physical outlet for their emotions sometimes, or maybe a mental outlet depending on house placement and all those things. But with moon in Sagittarius, you traditionally especially want to travel. That's the biggest thing too with Sagittarius. I forgot to even mention that. They love to travel. So with the moon in Sagittarius, you can find so much freedom in being able to go to a new environment, new place, new country, new state, new whatever, new town, and just explore. The moon in Sagittarius loves to explore, loves to have a new perspective on things. And they find that the more they travel, the more they become a well-rounded individual, a more cultured individual. So exploring foreign nations, exploring foreign countries, exploring different towns and different perspectives and stuff is very stimulating to a moon in Sagittarius individual. They're definitely going to be a person that the moon wants to expand and grow. So it is also hard for them to kind of commit sometimes. So having any Sagittarius placement, it's difficult for you to commit to whatever that planet is or body is. So for this instance, the moon in Sagittarius means there's a lack of commitment sometimes to the emotions, and that could translate to an emotional non-commitment in relationships and romantic things. It'd be more so if there was like Venus or Mars, but with the moon, it's kind of not wanting to limit the self and limit the emotional experience, if you follow what I'm saying. The emotional experience needs to be well-rounded and always expanding. So they're always exploring different emotional outlets, emotional expressions, whether it's, like I said, the physical outlet, the creative outlet, or the more philosophical mental outlet, or speaking as well. But Sagittarius placements are beautiful placements. I personally have my Mercury in Sagittarius, so it's a very interesting placement for myself. It's just interesting in general. Maybe I'll do a video at some point about my own personal chart and what I've learned from it. So that's going to be an interesting video to make. But regardless, as I was saying, the moon in Sagittarius loves expansion, loves growing, loves new things, right? So the moon wants those emotions to be new, those relationships to be new, those things to just be new and fun and exciting. And they love it. And they approach every situation with positivity and optimism. If they don't, that sucks. Like, that really sucks, because they really shouldn't. They should have a way of just, you know, being positive and being loving and being supportive and being open to anything and everything. Because as soon as you're open to something, the universe allows you to kind of be molded to what it wants, right? And maybe not everything's going to connect right away as a Sagittarius individual, because you're exploring all these different avenues and these different directions and opportunities. But if you keep that mindset open that anything's possible, you can become anything and feel anything and have an outlet for this, and you start envisioning that and feeling that sense of freedom that a Sagittarius really needs, you'll be able to become more of a well-rounded individual and be shaped to what the true self of you and what the universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, wants you to become. And with Sagittarius moons as well, you want to have a connection to some sort of philosophy, religion, spirituality, something like that as well, because that needs to be something of a basis for you emotionally to be able to feel safe and protected and all of those things. So yeah, that's my little Moon Sagittarius video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are interested in reading, like I said, I have a video down below in the description about the different types of readings I do. If you like this video, make sure to put a like, share it, comment, subscribe, do all the things that, you know, YouTube wants me to say for you to do. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Moon in Sagittarius is one of my favorite placements. Sagittarius moons are beautiful. Yeah, I love you guys. You guys are great. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.